Greetings and welcome to our newest Titan students and families. We are your North Shore Middle School counselors, and we are here today to talk to you about sixth grade registration and selecting your courses for next year. I'm Christy Olson, and I support students and families with the last names beginning with the letters A through G.
And I'm Kendra Lowe. I support all students and families with the last name H through O.
And I'm Chase Stevens. I support students with the last names P all the way through Z.
And a little bit about North Shore Middle School. We are the Titans, and we house about 760 students. Our feeder schools are Woodmore, Arrowhead, and Morelands. However, we also have small pockets of students who come from other schools as well.
Okay, the reason we're all here today, registration. So we're going to start with our 4 core classes. These are subjects that every 6th grader will have. You'll notice Challenge English, Challenge Ancient World History, Challenge Science, and then a math class. And we'll talk a little bit more about the different levels here in a minute. One word I want to highlight on this page is challenge. That's in front of our core subjects. And this aligns with our school philosophy that we want to challenge every student, no matter what level they're at when they come into our classroom. We're going to meet them there and challenge them to learn and grow at a level that's appropriate for them. And the registration form will look like this with those 4 core classes. It's already bubbled in because every student has them, but this is section 1 on your form. Again, you'll see Challenge English, Science, World History, and then the math course.
Speaking of math, what you see in front of you are the middle school math pathways for North Shore School District. Many of our 5th grade students are receiving Math 5 curriculum within their 5th grade classroom. Those students will be moving on to Pre-Algebra 1 in 6th grade. In 7th grade, they'll be taking Pre-Algebra 2. And in 8th grade, most, if not all, will be taking Algebra 1. For those students in grade 5 that received high cap designation this school year, those students will be moving on to Pre-Algebra 2 in 6th grade. In 7th grade, they'll be moving on to Algebra 1. And in 8th grade, they'll be moving into the geometry class that we have here on campus. And those 5th grade students that are in the EAP program and are currently receiving high cap accelerated math services, those students will be moving into Algebra 1 in 6th grade, geometry in 7th grade, and Algebra 2/trigonometry in 8th grade. Speaking of those high cap services, many of you are used to hearing EAP or AAP in the elementary school model. Here in the middle school model, we refer to those services as highly capable or high cap for short, or on your course schedule, HC in front of each of those core classes as the designator for high cap. Students that are qualified for high cap math services will automatically be enrolled in appropriate math level, as well as their high cap integrated science 6. Students that qualify for high cap reading services will automatically be enrolled in high cap English 6, as well as high cap ancient world history 6. If you're sitting there and you're wondering about high cap services and might want to learn more about them or learn more about how to request to be tested, please visit the NSD webpage for highly capable services in their department.
Now we are going to take a closer look at our course registration forms. Those are those bright yellow forms that we provided to each student. And here are your choices. We're going to look at the section where it says Exploratory Wheel A and Exploratory Wheel B. On the next slides, we will be giving you more detailed information about each wheel. All right, let's start with our exploratory courses. These are electives, and they are 9-week electives. And here are some of the selections that we have had in previous years. They have been classes like creative writing, visual arts, leadership, world language, cooking, and we have had several others, and they are always based on the availability and staff expertise. Please know that these courses are pre-selected and they are selected at random. Students and families will not be able to choose specific courses on exploratory wheels.
Okay, so if you're wanting to know what does that look like in a full day schedule, here is an example. If you select wheel A. So you'll notice you have periods 1 through 4 with your core classes, and then 5 and 6 are showing the example of wheel A, where you have health and fitness, which is a required class, and then you can see 6 examples of the exploratory wheel. Those 6 courses are 9 weeks. And just a reminder, you are not able to select which courses you get. They are randomly assigned based on how it fits into your student's schedule and just provide a really cool opportunity to explore new courses and discover new interests. Okay, for wheel B, this is exploring the music option, which is a really cool opportunity if your student has not been exposed to music. You will get the chance to check out band, orchestra, or choir. So this is a full year commitment. It's really important that we emphasize that if you select wheel B, you are committing to this full year of band, orchestra, or choir. So if you look at the chart, there are 2 options for band. We have cadet band or concert band. Cadet band are for students who are brand new. They have never tried a musical instrument. They don't know how to read music. It's a brand new experience. So that will be cadet band. And then you'll notice the asterisk down below that says health, fitness, and 2 quarter exploratory classes. If your student does have some musical background and you think concert band would be a better opportunity for them to learn and grow, please mark that option, and Mr. Barnes, our band teacher, will follow up with you to determine if this is a strong placement. If you're interested in a string instrument, you can mark orchestra, another beautiful option, and then of course, choir. 6th graders can participate in choir. That's a mixed grade level class, so they'll get to meet 7th and 8th graders who also are compassionate, or passionate is a better word, who are passionate about choir. So all of these musical courses are a full year option and then are paired with health fitness and 2 quarter exploratory classes.
So coming back to that colorful graphic of what that wheel B option would look like in a 6-period day. Each student will get their 4 core classes. And then for that 5th and 6th period, the students are receiving that Health and Fitness 6, that state mandated health fitness course for 1 full semester, followed by 2 9-week-long exploratory electives. And then in that 6th period slot, that's where that full year option for either band, orchestra, or choir shows up. And again, bringing it back to that yellow course option sheet that your student will be bringing home that we need returned. It just shows you exploratory wheel A and exploratory wheel B. You got to choose one. I know it can be hard, but you will.
Okay, there is another section on that course registration form, and this is to guide us with specific student information that you might want to share with us as the counselors. So if you know that your student has an IEP, which is an individualized education plan, you would mark that box. If they have a 504 plan, check that box. And if you know that they are receiving services through the English Language Development Program, you could mark that box as well. If you are unsure, you can go ahead and leave it blank and we will figure it out on our end. There's also a piece on that section that says notes to us counselors. And this is a great place for you to share specific information about your student. So you might want to share with us that you support Ramadan during the first semester, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry, the second semester, and you might want them to have health fitness during the first semester because they might be fasting during that Ramadan time. Also, you might want to note if there are certain students that your kiddo is really well connected to and you think they should be separated in classes because it might provide for a better learning experience, this would be a great place. If you know they take medication in the morning and so they should have those core classes in the morning when they're more focused and that's great information for us as well. Plenty of other things you could share with us, but those are some of the specifics on what are really helpful to us as we are creating your student schedule. All right, the other important thing to know is that we will only honor specific schedule change requests, and they are for the following reasons. Wrong placement, such as they are placed in an 8th grade history class. We do not want that for our 6th graders, so we want to make sure they're in the correct classes. If there's a medical reason, if they have a broken leg that they experienced over the summer, probably best to have them do health and fitness in the 2nd semester. Also, if there's another medical condition that would impact their schedule, we would definitely honor that as well. The final reason would be if they have an incomplete schedule. We work very hard to make sure that we provide students with very thoughtful schedules, and we want to make sure that they come to school on the first day with a complete schedule. So we will make sure that happens.
Okay, so looking at your yellow form, you have a decision to make. We need to choose wheel A or wheel B. And these registration forms are due by Thursday, February 13th. So a quick turnaround this year. Thanks for working with us to make sure that happens. So this Thursday, February 13th, make sure you return those forms back to your teacher. And some exciting dates coming soon. This spring, we really look forward to having our 5th graders on campus, seeing you in person so that we can tell you about all things North Shore Middle School and give you a tour of our school. Our ASB leaders will be helping to support that. And then we have a 5th grade parent night on May 21st at 6 p.m. We'll have lots of opportunities for you to tour around and listen to different presenters and get to know different staff members and hear in person about North Shore Middle School. And then getting closer to the first day, we have Jumpstart Day in August, where students can come on campus, get their school picture, they'll get their locker assignments, they get to practice their locker, and they can tour around school, seeing friends, and connecting with community members. Parents also an opportunity to pay fees. For example, you can purchase ASB cards, the yearbook, get their PE uniform. And then, of course, our first day of school, September 3rd. And we call this Web Day, where everybody belongs. This is a day where it's only 6th graders on campus, so they can feel comfortable and confident walking onto North Shore Middle School campus, being greeted by 8th grade leaders who are there because they want to be a part of that first experience of our 6th graders becoming Titans. So on this first day of school, they will get a copy of their schedule and just get acclimated with our building.
We know that many of you out there still have questions burning in your brain. Your 5th grade teachers are great resources, but always feel free to reach out to the NMS counseling team. Our contact information is located on the North Shore Middle School Counseling tab on our website, as well as right there in front of you. Quickest answers will usually be given through email, but feel free to use any form of communication with us. Go Titans! We look forward to having you here on campus in the fall.